of life, there's a melody that dances with every step we take. And in those steps, there's a tale of legacy, of culture, and of the spirits that guide us. Introducing Root Work, where tradition and heritage intertwine. Crafted from the essence of foundational Black American root work deodorant is more than just a scent. It's a connection to the spirits of our ancestors, with 6 enchanting scents to choose from, each infused with the potent High John the Conqueror root, known for its healing and protective properties. Long-lasting and enchanting, Root Work deodorant will keep you feeling fresh while embracing the spirit of Mojora, the very essence of root work culture. Root Work deodorant, where tradition and heritage intertwine. Experience the power at rootworkstyle.com. Let your spirit dance in the rhythm of root work.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing Black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's discover our hidden heroes together.
Bam, there it is. All right, what's going on, man? I'm here. All right, making sure I'm focused right. I feel like I'm out of focus a little bit. Let me get my focus balance together. How y'all living, man? We're here. Let me get my focus together. Hold on one second. Make sure my focus is in order. Hold on, what's up? Just make sure my camera is focused right. Make sure my autofocus is good. Hold on. Make sure they get in on that. Focus. Come on, camera. Focus like you're supposed to. All right. I'm here. I'm here, family. All right. We'll make it do what it do. It'll focus. It'll get where it needs to go. How y'all living, man? We in here. A little late, but I'm here. Glad to have everybody tuning in. What's good with the family? Ready to chop up some great game as we always do. Welcome everybody in here. I'm going to need everybody to give me a nice retweet the broadcast. Let everybody know that we're live right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let folks know we're doing our thing. Ready to chop up some great game as we always. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Just getting my volume and everything together. Let everybody know that we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all the people over in the UK that's tuning in. Shout out to the UK family. Give me a retweet. Put this on your Instagram. Put this on your Facebook feed. Put this on your Twitter feed and let everybody know that I'm live. I'm about to put it on my Facebook feed. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight. I'm just waiting on everybody to pile on in the room. By the way, family, for the movie Microphone Check, let me give you an update on Microphone Check. We have done some phenomenal edits, some revamping with Microphone Check. We've done a lot. We've done a new and improved version of Microphone Check. We removed a lot of stuff and replaced a lot of stuff, and the movie is 100% better now. You thought it was good before. The movie is that much better. We removed a lot of things. We've added a lot of new phenomenal images and videos that you guys should see. So even if you saw the movie, you want to get the new version of it. And family, I'm saying this is very good. This is very good. It's going to be a collector's edition. You need to get these things as collector's editions. Because the controversy of this film, man, this film is so good and it's so concise. There are people out there that are against the truth and they want to do things to sabotage, and that's okay. Well, you know, that's a part of the game. First, I got to give a shout out to our good brother Michael Warden aka War Talks. Everybody give this brother a shout out because he did some phenomenal help with the research. We had to get some research going to make sure everything was A-okay. There were a lot of people who were associated with certain other people who we took their stuff out of the film. We took people who were associated with certain people, took all of their stuff out. Okay? So there's not going to be no problems. So the movie's concise. So shout out to our good brother, Michael Warden, brother War Talks. And War Talks, we gave you a credit at the end of the movie, by the way, too. Phenomenal stuff, family. You guys are going to really want to see this new version, even if you saw the old one. The new one, because what I did, I got a lot of the images from some of the people who were participating in the film. They saw what was going on, so some of them sent in some new images, some never-before images. So that's important because, you know, let's be real. A lot of hip-hop documentaries, there's a lot of images that's been out here for a long time that people have seen, and I've used some of those, but and there were issues. So we got them out of the paint so that people can see some new, fresh things that have never been seen before. So I can't wait for you guys to see the new version of Microphone Check, and that's going to be available in a couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. That will be available in a couple of weeks. So everybody, give me a nice retweet. Give me a retweet and let everybody know that we're here. Oh yeah, if the people are still in it, absolutely. Of course, Lord Jamar is still in it. Yeah, all the people are in it. The people who are in the film, they're in it. They're phenomenal. All the people, they're phenomenal. Yeah, you're going to want to see the new updated version. Like some of the B-roll stuff, some of that we had, we revamped and took out and all of that stuff. Oh, man, what were they saying? Oh, the Olympics. Oh, man, what were they saying? They were talking to Crazy Legs about the creation of hip-hop at the Olympics. See, that's another thing why this film was attacked right around the time of the Olympics. All right, because this film got a lot of straightening. All right? But it's all good. It's all gravy. Yeah? Yusef, don't give a damn. Yusef, you're still here, though. You understand? So let's not play that game, Yusef. You're still here. You're not going nowhere. All right? Don't matter what platform I'm on. You're still going to be here. You're not going nowhere. You're right here. You right here and you down with the program. So let's stop playing games. Just don't be whining to be whining. All right? We don't want to hear niggas whine. But listen. The new version, again, is going to be out in a few weeks. It's going to be out in a few weeks, and you guys are going to love it. Shout out to Sister Charm. You like my Microphone Check shirt? Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you so much, dear. We got people piling on in the room. Got 2,000 people in within the first 3 minutes. People are piling on in the room. All right? So the new version of Microphone Check will be out in a couple of weeks. All right? And revamped, new and improved. A lot of brand new images in there. Phenomenal. All right? Now, let's get into what we're talking about today. We're talking about the Democrats versus influential black people. As you know, Kamala Harris is running for office. Well, they picked her to run for president. And there are a lot of black people who have been very critical. And the strategy of the Democrats is to really aggressively target and attack black people who are even remotely critical. One thing they like to do is just play them off as being right-wing. They like to do that to me because I'm critical of Kamala Harris because she hasn't done anything for black people. She was locking black people up left and right out here, and then she tries to do this goofy cosplaying of a foundational black American, and I find that very offensive. I find that extremely offensive. So do other people. And there's a trend on social media where sisters and brothers are saying, hey, I'm a black American and I do not support Kamala Harris. Yeah? Not to say that we're Trump supporters. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Kamala supporter. They've done the Democrats with Kamala, they've done a lot of damage to black society. They've undermined black society. I'm not rocking with them. And we have that prerogative. And this whole thing where they're parading her around cosplaying as black, people feel a certain way about it. And the name of the game for them is to get the hip-hop crowd, the young folks, to get them on board and really pander to them. And when you have some of the hip-hop crowd speaking out against Kamala, boy, they go on alert because, you know, they're used to the baby boomers, not even the baby boomers, the Gen Xers. They're used to the Gen Xers saying stuff because we know the game. We were affected by her policies out here in California. So the Gen Xers, and for the Gen Xers, those are the people born, between 1965 and 1980. The Gen Xers, we peep game. The Gen Xers peep a lot of game. The baby boomers, meaning our parents, many of our parents are on Team Kamala because, you know, they're older. They don't want to rock the boat. You know, they don't want their Medicaid messed up. They don't want their medical care messed up. They you know, they own that. They're kind of set in their ways. But the Gen Xers, many of us who are Gen Xers, we see the game. We know a con when we see it. We're the turn-up generation. Gen X, you know, we've been turning up for a long time. We're the turn-up people, so we know when somebody's running game. We know when somebody's pandering, so we know how to call things out, the Gen Xers. You know, the Gen Xers, we were the ones who created hip-hop. Hip-hop was created by the Gen Xers to a certain degree. Many of us, the Gen Xers, were against anti-drugs in the 80s. Many of us were speaking out about the drug situation because many of the baby boomers were the ones on the pipe in the 80s, remember? It was them baby boomer parents that was running around on the pipe. So a lot of us Gen Xers, a lot of us were raising ourselves in the 80s. A lot of my friends who had parents on the narcotic, we were like the Charlie Brown gang. We were raising ourselves. We were just out here on our own, so we had to kind of figure things out on our own and get serious about a lot of stuff. The Gen X generation, we were the LA uprising. You understand what I'm saying? That Gen X, us Gen Xers, yeah, those baby boomers, yeah, in the 70s, a lot of them on heroin, then crack, and not all, but come on, them baby boomers were on one, some of them, yeah? Them baby boomers were on some. You know, they had a good run. The baby boomers, they got busy in the late 60s. They did turn up a little bit. And then the white supremacists started throwing concessions at them, interracial sex and drugs. And they're like, oh, gimme. All right? The baby boomers, they got that access to interracial sex and some of those new drugs. And they were like, hey, we cool. Eh? And then even before them, before the baby boomers, you had what was called the silent generation. So they didn't want to rock the boat. These were the hard-working black folks, the silent generation black folks. These are your grandparents. The Gen Xers, these are our grandparents. So a lot of them, you know, privately, they knew what the game was, but outside, they didn't want to rock the boat because they grew up in that Jim Crow era. So it was that we kind of know, we know our place now. We good colored folk. You know, it was that kind of thing. You didn't want to rock the boat. You just wanted to work hard. You know, they had jobs at 3 years old. They were 5 years old working in a coal mine. You know what I'm saying? That silent generation, they were born between like, 1927 and 1944, 45. They were around that age, around that era. Yeah? That silent generation. That's why many of those, remember the people from the silent generation, the folks born between 1927, 1944, remember how old they used to look? Remember when there was a time when you had people who were actually young, but they look hella old. That was the silent generation. Remember, like us growing up in the 70s and 80s, and there were black people who we thought were in their 60s and 70s, but they were actually like 30-something. That was the silent generation because they worked all their lives. That was the silent generation, black people. Yeah, it was the Percy Earls. Yes, they were the Percy Earl. That's kind of the running joke with the Percy Earl character, that you do a flashback and he still looks old. Morgan Freeman. Remember, Morgan Freeman, we grew up on Morgan Freeman. Remember the electric company? He used to be on that. He was Easy Reader. He always looked old. That's because they had jobs at 5 years old. They were working in factories and shit at 5. So they were stressed the hell out. So they look old. Y'all remember the shows growing up? Sanford and Son? Stuff like... Red Fox was like in his early 50s doing Sanford and Son. He looked like he was 70-something. Grady, the guy Whitman Mayo, Grady was only 42 years old in Sanford and Son. You understand what I'm saying? Whitman Mayo, the guy who played Grady, he played an elder. He was only 42 years old. All of those shows, The Jeffersons, Sherman Hemsley was 38 years old when he started The Jeffersons. He was young. As compared to the woman who played Louise, he was like 20 years younger. She was in her late 50s. You understand? They looked hella old. Same thing with John Amos on Good Times. When he played the dad on Good Times, Otis Redding, he was in his 20s when he died. Otis looked like he was in his 40s. James Evans, brother John Amos, he was 34 years old on Good Times. A lot of folks don't know. Yeah, I'm not even making this up. Look this up. Look up everything I'm saying. John Amos was 8 years older than JJ. Yeah? They just looked old because they lived hard. They were from that silent generation. They lived real hard. You know? Yeah? So that silent generation, then the baby boomers, then Gen X, then the millennials, well, the Generation Y, yeah. So us, the generation Gen X, we're different. You know, we look younger because, they sacrificed. We'll give it to our parents. They did a lot of sacrificing for us, so they made it easier. So we didn't have to work at 5 years old. We didn't have to get a job at 5. So we could be kids, so we can enjoy our childhood a little bit more. We lived in where things were integrated. So we didn't have that harsh segregation that they grew up in. You understand? So it was a little bit easier for us. We got to enjoy the childhood a little bit better. Okay? So we didn't have any kind of developmental deficiencies as far as that. So we grew into adulthood in a normal way. And we could peep game. We could see scams and cons. We kind of had the Gen Xers, we were more street smart to a certain degree. We were more street smart. And we knew how to kind of self-police to a certain degree. Like, hey, man, we ain't gonna get on drugs. Hey, we're not gonna be out here doing all of this nutty stuff. Hey, this is why we created hip hop. Hip hop was a way for them to self-police to a certain degree. And that's why, a lot of the Gen Xers still look, relatively youthful. That's why you see these Gen X women be old and fine. You look at some of these Gen X women, you look at them on some of these women y'all see on TikTok, many of them are Gen X women. Many of these women are in their late 50s, but they look good. They still got body, skin tight, they look good. You don't know how old they are. You find out how old they are when you see their kids. They mess around and you're like, hey, hey, who's that you with? Because people be coming to the museum. I be thinking they're young, and they come up and I'm like, hey, man, hey, thanks for bringing your granddad. Oh, no, that's my son. Oh, damn. So a lot of them be having old-looking kids. That's how you know they're old. Yeah, like Neil Long. Neil Long is still fine. She's late 50s or mid-50s. Them Gen X women stay fine. They look good. Them Gen X women be fine. Like Regina Hall, Halle Berry, Gen X woman. Look at them. So many of them. Yeah, them Gen X women, oh, they stay fine. Tony Braxton. You did? Them Gen X women stay fine. They look good. You don't know how they be at the club lying about their age to niggas. They be cougars. They be telling dudes they're 29 and they're really 56. You understand? And still know how to throw it back like they need to. Yeah, Mary J still looks good. Huh? Now, some of these, the Gen Zs, some of them kind of looking old because of these new drugs that's out here. See, a lot of the Gen X women, they weren't really on drugs like that. That was a no-no. With us growing up, you didn't see Gen X women on drugs. They get their little drink on, but a Gen X, drugs for Gen X people, that was a no-no. That was always looked down upon. Being somebody, drugs wasn't a fashionable thing. That wasn't a cool thing to do when we were growing up. Remember us Gen Xers, you were a heroin addict. Oh my God. A crack smoker, man, get out of here. That was a, we didn't have designer drugs like that growing up. You did? Yeah, we had, the baby boomers were on the pipe, and we saw how devastating that was, so that made us not want to rock with it. Yeah? We didn't have like trendy drugs, and people might have smoked weed, and that was kind of taboo then. Weed was even taboo. Yeah? You see? So, we didn't have all them crazy chemicals in us. Yeah, Lisa Ray, that's another one. Fine, Lisa Ray looks good. Them Gen X women look good still. Sanaa Lathan looks good. Them Gen X women look good for a long time. Yeah, now that's another thing. Now, let's be real. Some of us, and some of the Gen X people were slanging the dope. All right? Like, hey, we ain't gonna smoke it, but hell, if y'all wanna smoke it, we'll slang it. Yeah? Cats knew not to dip and dive in the narcotic. But yeah, the new generation, some of these folks be looking hella old. Yeah? Because now, the white media, they've made drug use trendy and cool with a lot of these young folks. That's why you got a lot of these young people, the millennials and some of the Gen Z people, overdosing and in their early damn 20s. Look at all these rappers that done overdosed. Yeah? Look at them. You see? So now, the generation is a little bit different. Now, here's the thing. Now, when the Gen Z people and the millennials, when they start waking up and start to ask questions and start to get more politically sophisticated, the dominant society, they get on alert. They start saying, wait a minute, we can't have them waking up. Those Gen Zs, they're already woke. Because we're the woke generation. We're the ones, when they talk about woke, we're the ones who are woke. We have the Public Enemies and the X-Clan and, the conscious rap music at the time. You understand? So we grew up on that. So they don't want the new generation to be on that vibe. So when you have new generation people waking up to the political con games that's out here, they look at that as a big danger. They don't want them waking up. They need them dumb. They need you, as Neely Fuller said, they need them in silly mode. They need the sexy reds and all of these people running around here talking about you got 20 baby daddies and all of this nonsense. That's what they like, you to be silly and dumb so they can use you to push an agenda. All right? So now Kamala Harris is running, going back to Kamala Harris. A rapper, Sway Lee, he made some tweets being critical of Kamala. He said some real stuff. And boy, the Democrats got on alert and they got on his bumper. They hopped on alert real quickly, getting on that brother's bumper. Let me show y'all some of the stuff that he was saying. Let me pull some of this up, ladies and gentlemen. They quickly got on his bumper. Sway Lee, he tweeted, hey, don't vote for Kamala. Do your research on that whole camp. All right, which I don't see a lie here. And they were like, Sway Lee slammed for not backing Kamala. Because they slam me and others all the time when we're critical of Kamala, because they know a lot of the millennials and Gen Z people listen to me. They know that. So they always try to attack me. But now you got some of these younger people, some of these millennials and Gen Z people speaking out. Look at what Sway Lee is saying. He said, the money we sent away, every American citizen could have got minimal 200 grand. Think about that. But I guess we don't need ish. And y'all standing for Kamala. My black people, she don't do nothing but sign off on things against y'all, us. Voting just because you think she's black. Boom. Where did he tell a lie? This is a young person in the modern hip-hop community. Ain't Sway Lee from Mississippi somewhere? Shout out to Sway Lee. Sway Lee, much respect. Yes, a Mississippi boy. Shout out to that boy. Sway Lee, you ain't said nothing but facts, brother. You didn't tell no lie. I'm proud of you for standing up and telling the truth, brother. You didn't say one lie at all. You stood on what's called business, my young man. They don't like that. Oh, they were attacking that brother because, yeah, when you got a young cat like that who's in the game, speaking that real talk, sounding like us Gen Xers, when he's talking like us, they don't like that. They're like, oh, don't listen to them Gen Xers. Those are your parents. They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. They want to shame them. But let's look at some of the response tweets below when he was making these tweets talking about Kamala. I haven't seen you make one donation post for the people facing genocide. The hell are they talking about? He's like, bitch, I'm in the streets marching doing lockdown. He's cursing somebody out. Here, if Sway Lee doesn't like Kamala, that means I ain't voting for her. So yeah, don't be brainwashed. Oh yeah, that's a Republican coon, so he don't count. That's a Republican Sambo. All right. So yeah, they've been going off on dude. They've been trying to shame him. They've been doing the regular. Oh, don't be voting for. Oh, you sound like a Trumper. Oh, you sound like you down with Trump. They've been playing that game on him. Hold on. And you know, Roland Martin had to chime in. Roland Martin had to push the plate of tater tots away. Listen, Sway Lee, if you want to support Trump, just say it. But what's not going to happen is you lying, because I covered this from day one. If you need to listen to Hip Hop Prayers, he's a 3-time HBCU president. He has the facts on this lie you just posted. So Sway Lee posted that Donald Trump gave money to HBCUs and whoop-de-whoop. So yeah, when they start sending Roland out, you know the jig is up. You know the jig is up. So yeah, they're sending all of the Democratic Sambos to attack him, call him a liar, give those bogus stats. Kamala Harris has not done anything to help black people at all. That woman has told us to our faces what she ain't gonna do for black people. And they got this other Democratic shield, this old Whoville-looking woman who looks like the bedwench that stole Christmas. They done got her, all right? I had to Google what a Sway Lee was and try to understand why he's trying to convince people not to vote for Kamala Harris. At the same time, Donald Trump is trying to give federal immunity to the police to kill black people. Well, damn it, they already got it. Kamala Harris ain't doing nothing to police for harming us. They already got immunity. At least Trump is being honest about it. They already got it. Now let's hear what she has to say. I haven't even heard this horse crap. Hold on.
I believe that we're back here again. So let me preface what I'm about to say with this disclaimer. As an individual, you have a right to say whatever it is that you say and have an opinion on it. That doesn't mean you are not free from consequences or challenges. You have a right to sound as stupid as you want to be.
Like you.
So why do I say that? Entertainers have a right to comment on politics and as long as I can remember, entertainers have been involved in politics in this country, especially black entertainers. Now, let me just say this. We don't have many Harry Belafontes.
He's non-FBA, by the way.
And Lena Horns in 2024. Unfortunately, we have people like Sexy Red, and now we got somebody like Sway Lee. I don't know this person, don't know a single song. But apparently Sway Lee wants you to not vote for Kamala Harris because she's black, or we think she's black.
That's not why. He gave his reason why. See how they try to frame this? No, he said we're not going to vote for her just because y'all keep saying she's black and we're supposed to think she's black. See, she tried to reframe this.
Sway Lee has 3.7 million followers on TikTok, 12.1 million followers on Instagram, and 905 followers on Twitter. So he has influence of some sort. But what 31-year-old Sway Lee lacks is the good sense that God gave him. Sir, you are not equipped to have the conversation that is being had by millions of people.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. As a foundational black American, he can speak on whatever he needs to speak on when it affects him or misaffects him.
Are going beyond Kamala Harris's skin color. The fact that you are struggling between the differences of race, ethnicity, and nationality.
Notice they can't point out why we should vote for her. You get into all of these ad hominems, you're not getting into why we should vote for her.
At this moment tells me you are not equipped to have a conversation about politics. I say this to say, to the people who are registered to vote, who are getting registered to vote, who are picking the politician to represent them, whether it's in Congress with the 435 seats up in the House, the 33 seats up in the Senate, or the president. Don't y'all listen to people who don't understand the functions of the three branches of government. Pay attention to the people who know what they're talking about, as well as reading further. That's it.
Okay. See, she's up here talking about entertainers not knowing what they're talking about, but they love Plies. Plies don't know, and I like Plies' music. I like Plies. Plies makes good songs, but politically, Plies don't know what he's talking about. They like Plies doing the whole Democratic shill thing. And some of these other rappers, when they bring Fat Joe and they're doing all of these little hip-hop concerts at somebody's house and all that, they love that. They love entertainers when the entertainers are pushing their agenda. But when the entertainer says, hey, you know what? We ain't really getting nothing from y'all. Yeah, after the party is over, after we done danced and drank and buck danced and all of that, the black community ain't getting nothing. Oh, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. No. That young man, Sway Lee, is waking up and asking real damn questions. He ain't just kind of buck dancing on Twitter and Instagram like Plies. Plies is kind of shuffling and buck dancing. Plies don't know what he's talking about politically. He's just kind of doing stuff. You understand? I like Plies' music. Some people are like, oh, I hate Plies. I like Plies' music, and I think Plies is funny. But, you know, he's obviously doing some Democratic shield stuff. Yeah? Yeah, the old girl said a bunch of nothing. But family, where are my millennials and my Gen Z people? All of my millennials in the room right now, press M. My Gen Zs, give me a Z. Let me see who's in here. Let's do a roll call. Okay, all my Generation X, give me an X. My millennials, give me an M. My Gen Z people, give me a Z. Let's see who we got in here. Let's see who we got. Okay, a lot of millennials. Okay. Okay, a lot of millennials in here. Okay. All right. Got my X's. Okay. A lot of X's, a lot of millennials. Okay. A lot of millennials in here. Okay? All right, so y'all in here heavy. My millennials in here heavy. So you guys are the ones that they're really trying to pander to. You and the Gen Z folks, they're really trying to pander to you. Shout out to all my millennials. And y'all stay off the damn narcotics. Don't let them trick y'all into being on no narcotics. Eh? 84 baby. Shout out to them. Yes, indeed. 1983. There you go. We got a lot of 80s babies in here. 80s babies, millennials. Yes, indeed. Shout out to all my millennials in here. But listen, watch the con game. You got every right to question people who come to you running their mouths about how black somebody is, but they're not doing anything for the black community. I don't like when they try to play this game. Well, y'all worried about her skin color. Why y'all worried about her skin? Y'all the ones keep running around telling us how black she is. You guys are doing that. Democrats, you are running around telling us how damn black Kamala Harris is. You guys are doing that. Every time we turn around, y'all got her doing some little corny dance. She's doing some, I grew up listening to Tupac. When I was in college, I listened to Tupac. And when she said that, us Gen Xers, we said, wait a minute. Because a lot of the millennials and the Gen Zs, y'all don't know, but when she started talking about, yeah, when I was in college, boy, I used to love me some Tupac. Well, yeah, when I was in college, the Gen Zs and the millennials, y'all weren't old enough to understand. We knew Tupac stuff. We knew, wait, you were in college in what, 86? We put two and two together. It was the Gen Xers who put two and two together, like, hold on, we grew up on Tupac. You were in college in 86. Tupac didn't come out till the 90s. So what Tupac were you listening to? We were the ones calling it out. The Gen Xers, we were like, hey, that's some bullshit you talking. Wait a minute. Tupac wasn't out when we were around when Tupac was out. No. The math ain't mathin', baby. The math ain't really mathin'. So we were the ones who knew the game. No, that ain't gonna work on us, baby. That's not gonna work on that's why the Gen Xers, we've been calling her out, baby. The math ain't mathin'. You understand? Yeah, Tupac was Gen X. He was from our generation. So we knew the lie didn't make no damn sense. The hell? You think? Some of the younger folks don't know, so that's why they're pandering to you. We're going to call the lie out. That shit ain't going to work with us. You're not going to try to hip-hop yourself. Oh, I'm the hip-hop president. No, hold on, man. The math ain't mathin', baby. The math ain't mathin'. You think? So they got to pander to you guys. And now you guys are waking up. The younger folks are waking up to the con, too. You see? Yeah, Tupac wasn't out in no damn 86. The hell? Yeah? Yeah, she gave a shout out to Fife. Yeah, I used to love Tribe Called Quest. Ain't that right, Fife? Fife died, baby. Fife is dead, sister. She didn't know that. We grew up on Tribe Called Quest. We knew that the man passed away. She didn't even realize that. Ain't that right, Fife? Fife died, baby. Lord, come on. Lord, this woman didn't even know the man died. Right, Pac wasn't out till the 90s. And then the Democrats tried to play dumb. Well, Pac had some mixtapes up in Oakland in the late 80s. Maybe she had heard one of that. Sit your stupid ass down. Don't just sit your ass down. Come on now. Yeah, wasn't Pac still in Baltimore in the late 80s? He didn't get to Oakland until like, what, 90? When did Pac get to the Bay? Yeah? So, the lies. Oh, God. Another thing with the music. This is another. See, she runs this con game trying to manufacture some type of synthetic FBA background. And it don't work on us. It just doesn't work on the Gen Xers, man, because we can peep it a mile away. Like this, when she went and bought some records, talking about all these records she loved growing up. Look at this clip here. They did this old stage thing when she goes to a record store talking about all these records she loved. Hold on. Hold on. You got to hear this. Hold on.
What'd you get? Do you know music? Okay, so first of all, Charlie Mingus, really one of the greatest jazz performers ever. One of my favorite albums of all time. Roy Ayers, Everybody Loves Sunshine. You know this one? It's so good. It's a
Oh, God.
classic. And then Porgy and Bess, right? And this is the beautiful one. It's Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. So there you go.
So she goes to a record store. Oh, I got some Roy Ayers. Ooh, this is my favorite. So they're trying to, this whole thing, like she grew up on Roy Ayers. Listen, if you grew up on it, you would already have the records. These are not records that we would have to buy now. The Gen Xers, we grew up on those records. Those records are at our grandmother's houses, our mother's houses. We already have those records, so you wouldn't really have to go buy them now. You understand? We already had them. We already grew up with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we grew up on those records. You know, we still have them at our parents' houses. So yeah, you ain't got to go buy them now. We all grew up on Roy Ayers. They're at our parents' homes. Yeah, because the Gen Xers, we see the con. You dig? The pandering and them desperately trying to create this FBA adjacent background that she's trying to pretend she has. Yeah, and did y'all see the one where she's talking about how everybody goes to her for her greens? Oh, God. Hold on, family. Let me play that one. Hold on, come on, man. We're not supposed to question this. They're the ones coming to us with all of this manufactured blackness. You understand? She's trying to manufacture an FBA background. Hold on. We can't question this. Hold on. Listen. Hold on.
Right, Marlon? So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas.
Oh, Lord.
Right, Marlon? So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub. So I am not playing around. So what you got, right, Marlon?
Oh. She had to wash greens in a bathtub. Okay. Lord Jesus. And we're not eating no damn greens washed in no bathtub. Who? Greens in a bathtub, huh? Come on, man. This is why the Gen Z people cringe when we hear this stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is why we cringe when we hear this. Greens in a bathtub. Nobody went to you for no greens. Who taught you? Your mama's East Indian. She wasn't making no greens. Your dad is a possibly East Indian Jamaican. Because people are saying that dad is East Indian too. They keep saying Jamaican so you can make it seem like he's just black. But I've never seen that man identify as black. Nobody knows what that dad is. He damn sure wasn't teaching you how to make no greens. Where did you learn how to make greens? And all this stuff, where you making stuff in a tub. Now that sounds like some of your culture. Who's eating some greens in a tub? Girl, if you don't make some biryani chicken or something and get on somewhere, stop it. What greens were you making? Girl, if you don't go in there and make you some damn Punjabi rice, then stop playing with me. The hell are you talking about? Yeah. So this is why people are correctly saying, hey man, y'all running around with all of this manufactured blackness. We ain't really buying it. We got an issue with it. And my Gen Z people, you should be questioning some of the nonsense that's coming from these people. And don't let them shame you, because they love to try to shame people who question their foolery. We're going to keep questioning the foolery. And people are absolutely right. Listen, if Kamala Harris gets elected and the Dems get in power, we're done. This woman ain't going to really, she's already told us what she ain't going to do for us. She ain't doing a damn thing for black people. She's already told us. And they're going to give all of our tax dollars and resources to other people. You got people who are complaining about these immigrants out here now in New York. They got these high-rise buildings and shelters for immigrants now. The violence has upticked in these areas. People are complaining about Joe and Kamala's immigrants. Some of these Republicans, did y'all see, was it the guy, Greg Abbott? I think Greg Abbott sent a bunch of damn immigrants to Kamala Harris's house. Up there in New York, the people are complaining about the violence with these immigrant groups up there now. The people up there in New York are complaining. Hold on, let me play that clip where they're complaining. They're like, hey man, enough is enough up in Brooklyn. Hold on, let me show y'all this. See, you can't vote against your damn self. Hold on. They got that migrant shelter, and there's crime left and right up there.
Some here are frightened now just to go outside.
Now it feels like that whole section is just not available to the community anymore. Our parks are not available to us anymore.
Search out and give us a list of all of the empty lots that there are.
Migrants from a 4,000-bed shelter nearby fill the sidewalks. They sit on park benches, on stoops and curbs, under the BQE overpass. So many people crowded in here, residents feared what was coming.
We have been witnessing the escalation in violence on the street and in the community for months now.
We've been pleading with the mayor, as we've seen increased violence, that this was going to be inevitable.
And on Sunday night, it came. 2 people were murdered here, a third critically injured, just outside one of the 2 adjacent shelters in Clinton Hill. It is a neighborhood now, pleading for help. Residents came together tonight to demand the city provide more protection for them now and move to downsize the 2 enormous and crowded migrant shelters in Clinton Hill.
There is simply no universe where you can cram 4,000 vulnerable people together safely. Do you believe us now? How many more murders will it take?
This video is responsible for the 2 Sunday night murders. In the video, he appears to be putting a gun in his waistband. The mayor today didn't offer much hope, saying police are looking at a violent Venezuelan street gang as the people behind the shootings.
They're extremely dangerous. We're dealing with violent individuals that are not representative of the overwhelming number of people who are coming here.
Don't complain now, Eric Adams. See, now they got Eric Adams out here splaining, and you open up the damn, you let them make you open up the floodgates.
As migrant and asylum seekers.
No one has yet been arrested for those murders on Sunday night, and that definitely hasn't made anyone here feel any safer. Police say they know who they're looking for, they just haven't found him yet.
Yeah, his ass probably went back home. That's why they haven't. That's another thing too. I've been telling people this, man. Listen, when we see upticks in violence, you see that comes around right around the time immigration happens. Whenever you see a rise of immigration, you see a rise of violence, and then we get blamed for it. That's why, I'm like, no, don't, just because you see some person who's kind of dark or melanated commit a crime somewhere, don't put it on us. Look at that person's background. Then we got to absorb that. Hell no. I'm going to keep delineating. I ain't absorbing none of these people's crimes. That's why the tethers be getting so mad, because we're not letting you sit up here and do all these crimes, and then we're the fall guy. It becomes black culture. No, it ain't. Y'all look and see who's committing these damn crimes. No. Because if y'all do something constructive, y'all take credit for that. But you go out here and do all these crimes, and there's a rise in crimes in these areas, then y'all want to have us hold the bag. No, we're not doing that. And whoever did those murders, they probably back across the border right now. That's what they do. They go ahead and commit a crime and then go dip back into their homeland. So yeah, you ain't gonna find them. Yeah? So yeah, we have a right to say, hey, we ain't with that. That's why we are delineating. There's nothing wrong and you ain't shaming us because we're delineating. We should have been delineating a long time ago. Yeah, them Venezuelans, boy, them Venezuelan gangs all over the place. Just wreaking havoc everywhere. Remember, man, you just open up the floodgates, man. You don't know who the hell is over here. You don't know what kind of predators, chesters. You don't know what's coming over across these borders, man. They ain't screening people. And then they dump them right around black folks. And this is what Kamala and them, this is what they're on. You dig? So yeah, I'm not with that at all. I am not with that whatsoever. And we're not going to be shamed into going along with that program. We're not going to be shamed at all. Yeah? And when we delineate, people want to get all offended. When we delineate on our terms, because people delineate on their terms. They like delineating from us when it suits them. But when we delineate on our terms, oh, you niggas are xenophobic, we are all in these together, nigga. No, we're not. No, we're not. Did y'all see Tiffany Haddish? She did a video where she went over to Zimbabwe. Tiffany Haddish went over to Zimbabwe, and boy, a lot of the African cats were upset with her because she was actually speaking kind of good about Zimbabwe. You know, seeming somewhat surprised that, you know, it was the grocery stores looked pretty nice. So they got offended because she was surprised at how nice things were over there. And look, I've been to Zimbabwe. I've been to Zimbabwe, and you've heard me speak on Zimbabwe many, many times. Zimbabwe is a very beautiful country, very nice country. The people, very nice people, beautiful people over there. I really enjoyed myself over in Zimbabwe. People treated me so kindly there. Loved them. I look at those people as distant family. Phenomenal people over there. And in Zimbabwe, aesthetically, it has very nice areas over there. They got very nice areas over there in Zimbabwe. Yeah? Unfortunately, a lot of the people who are living so-called high off the hog are some of the East Indians and the Asians and people like that. But you got good areas over there, nice areas over there. Yeah, shout out to Mugabe. You know, Mugabe, you know, he made sure that, you know, people, they were going to get what they were supposed to get to a certain degree. But again, I enjoyed Zimbabwe. But Tiffany Haddish was over there. And let's keep in mind, Tiffany Haddish, I think her dad is Eritrean, by the way. So she comes from an Eritrean lineage. I think she might be half FBA, but her dad is Eritrean. So she was over there kind of speaking on how good the grocery store looked. And boy, they got real upset. They were very upset with her. Hold on, like what did this guy say? Tiffany Haddish is surprised that there's grocery stores in Africa. What is wrong with these people? All right, hold on.
Hey y'all, so I'm out here in Zimbabwe, in Harare, and look at the grocery store. They got a grocery store. It's beautiful. It's beautiful in a grocery store. Look at these organic strawberries. This is what I love. They sell sugar cane, and it is fire. They got the dates on deck. How much are these?
So she's not saying anything bad. She's like, hey, they got nice stuff here. Oh, this is great. Hold on.
$67. Wait a minute. The price is different. But it do look like it's expensive. Look at this grocery store. It's huge. It's absolutely humongous. in Africa, baby. Yeah. Believe it, believe it, believe it, believe it. Africa.
And it looks like she's just saying, hey, this is a nice store. It's in Africa. So she's trying to big it up to a certain degree. Hold on.
Zimbabwe. Oh, babe, I just like to mystify and shit. It don't smell bad. And the meat department. Look at that. Look at all that meat over there. Look at that. They got this.
So she's like, it don't smell bad. So, you know, because a lot of places it's funky over there. But she's bigging it up. It's nice. It doesn't smell bad and it's nice. So she's just giving its props.
Sodas. They got a whole wall of alcohol. They got a frozen section. They got all that. This is. Come on. Can make tamales out of that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Unlike the grocery stores at home.
Yeah, I think the whole it don't smell bad. What do you mean, nigga? It doesn't smell. Oh, you saying I'm musty? I think they got offended by that. But hell, there's a lot of places over there that's funky.
They actually sell dishes. Look at that. I mean, some of our grocery stores sell dishes, but not the crystal cups.
All right. So yeah, they're all in the comment section. Tiffany, this is not the time to be a comedian. Oh man. They think they're visiting the jungle with hunters and gatherers when they come to Africa. How she imagines Zimbabwe. So they're showing some people hungry, because that's what they're showing. They think we're chasing lions and zebras. Okay. So yeah, she's not insulting anything. She's actually shocked that there's a store in Africa. She should stay off social media. These cultured people are the least cultured, so they're trying to take shots at us. We always love these so-called black fam, but the way they don't know the continent they originated from is so pathetic. Dude, we are foundational black Americans. Dude, everybody originated from Africa from that respect. If you're going to try to play that game, we're foundational black Americans, sir. The places we so-called originated from don't even exist over there no more. Not even the same nation states, not even the same tribal groups, not even the same land boundaries, so no. So yeah, they got really in their feelings. The ignorance of some black Americans is astonishing. They need to familiarize themselves with their roots when they're still young and not get surprised by basic things in Africa when they turn up here in their 60s. All right. Where's this guy from? All right. So yeah, they all on some your roots this and your roots that, and most of them ain't even living over there. Well, they get real offended when we say anything about Africa or go over there showing stuff. You understand? Because I remember when I went to South Africa and I was looking for like a middle class area where black people were living in large numbers and I couldn't find it. So a lot of them online were getting offended. Why are you showing these, nigga? I'm just showing what I'm walking around in. I'm not picking and choosing anything. I want to find a nice area that's full of black folks and I can't find it. All the black people are living in these damn townships and shanty towns, and the white people are living in nice apartments and homes and condos, and that's an issue. And a lot of the people who were upset with me filming that, they were people who weren't even living there. They were in Australia and England and Dubai. But yeah, don't try to play that game, because see, people don't like when foundational black Americans put a spotlight on their homeland and their culture. They really have a bug in their ass about that. They don't like when we put a spotlight on them. Yeah? There's a brother, I talk about him a lot, a brother named Super Ray on Instagram. He's a funny guy, he's a comic, and he does videos where he shows these East Indian street vendors and all of these other third world nations, how they eat and how they prepare their food, and he makes jokes about it. And boy, they get so mad. And he posted one email he got of somebody in India talking about how people watch his videos and it makes them not want to visit India. Oh, you're making India look bad by showing those videos of our food, but that's what y'all do over there. I don't want to hear no complaints. Because what happens is a lot of these people come over here, they come from these third world countries, and they start these damn blogs over here, and all they do is show the underbelly of foundational Black American society. They come over here and make a grip showing hood videos. They come over here and start the Shade Room, World Star, Gossip, Media Takeout, all of these damn blogs where they show nothing but hood culture, which is not indicative of foundational Black American culture, and they make a grip off of that. They make money off showing negative aspects of our culture. That's all they do is come over here and show that nonsense. But when we show what's going on in their homeland, then they want to cry foul. And they get mad at people like Super Ray. Super Ray, keep doing your damn videos. Keep doing your damn videos. Yeah? These people make a grip doing that stuff. And then get mad when we do the same. We're going to keep that same energy all across the board. Yeah, I've called Academics out on his stuff. That's what Academics used to do, those hood videos. That's how he got his bones. And I've called Academics out for talking about how Jamaican culture is this. Oh, I go on your platform and call you out. I'm not going to throw rocks. I sat down in front of him and called him out on that BS. I sat down on his platform and called him out for trying to big up Jamaica and how much better they're doing. Nigga, if you don't stop. Academics, that's my guy, but I have no problem calling him out. I get on your platform and call you out. Yeah, all them Chirac videos. No. Let's Chirac your damn homeland. Dude, I done been over there to your homeland. I done seen all the filth and degradation going on over there in your homeland. Yeah? I'll go on your platform and call you out. Go check out some of these Vlad videos. I was having some good debates with Vlad. That's up. Very good debates. And there's more to come. So, one of the latest videos, me and Vlad were going back and forth on the origin of hip hop. I was calling him out on that. I don't know if he posted the clip already. We were going in on his stance on reparations. We were going in on that. Yeah? Going in on it. Calling folks out. I go to your platform and call you out on it. Yeah? So a lot of people, especially who come from these third world countries, they come over here and start looking at the underbelly of our society. And then they make money off of it. And then they want to cry xenophobia when we point out what's going on in their homeland. And Tiffany wasn't even being mean-spirited over there. She wasn't being mean-spirited. She's like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is very nice over here. You know, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's very nice. Oh, shut up, nigga. You need to know your culture. Why don't you know your culture? They want to play that game. Yeah? But another thing, too, they get mad when we go over to some of these places, and a lot of foundational Black Americans try to be on this, you know, we're going to do the Pan-African thing, and they go over there and, you know, get rude awakenings. There's a sister who made a video, an FBA sister, she moved to Ghana, and she made a video telling the truth about what's going over there in Ghana. We see these videos all the time. FBAs go over there complaining about what's going on. Hold on.
Okay, the instability of life, of power. Okay, it's just I don't even know why in the 20th century this country is still dealing with power issues. For the life of me, I can't understand it. And it's just it gets out of hand. Sometimes you go the whole day with no lights, no AC. Why? Why? Need a generator, love. Like, no ifs, no ands, no buts. You need a generator, period. Don't matter what's sick of it. In Ghana, men have no respect for their body parts. And I think it's really disrespectful because as a woman, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm considered filthy. I'm considered nasty. That's considered not ladylike. But at the same time, they can go ahead and whip their dick out with my 10-year-old daughter behind them and pee. It's disgusting and it's ghetto and it's trashy. I can't stand it.
I saw that a lot in Jamaica. Cats, one of my cab drivers, he pulled off the side of the road, peed, and hopped in the cab. I'm like, damn, bro.
I can't stand it. Okay? So I'm gonna need Ghana to get some public bathrooms for the people. Okay? Extortion. You go to the post office, you're being extorted. You go to the passport office, you're being extorted. You go to the airport.
All right. So, yeah, again, we keep seeing these videos of horror stories. Black FBAs go over there and they get shakedowns. Yeah? Cats going over there and getting shaken. They go to Nigeria, Ghana, all of these places over there in West Africa, and you keep hearing these horror stories. You're getting extorted and you're getting the shakedown, and they're upping the prices on you over there. Dude, come on, man. I ain't about to sell people the Wakanda package, dude. And hey, this is our homeland right here. We are foundational Black Americans, dude. People are falling for the Wakanda package. I know that she better bring her ass back to the crib with her little country ass accent. Come back over here and live in your ancestral foundational Black American homeland. And stop playing. We keep hearing these horror stories from over there. We think, yeah, we got a lot of racism over here. It's going to get better if we go to some place where there's less white people. But the white supremacists, they control it remotely. They still control the economy. So we got to understand the game. There's no place you can go where you're going to escape white supremacy. You got to be very clear on that. Got to be very clear on that. Because we're the secret sauce. People try to emulate us. There's a video of a guy, I think he was an African dude, and he said something real. How a lot of people over there in Africa, people who come here from Africa, they get offended. Not just when we, point out what's going on over there, but also when we point out that they are African. Have y'all noticed that? There was a sister who made a post one time on Twitter where she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the African hair braider to get my hair braided, and then they got offended that she specified that they were African hair braiders. She didn't say anything negative. She just said, yeah, I'm gonna go to the African hair braider. Well, you're African too, nigga. What are you saying? What do you mean? They got offended because she used the term African hair braider. You notice a lot of them get offended when you recognize they're African. When you say to them, hey man, you look African. A lot of times they get offended by that because a lot of them want to come over here and cosplay. A lot of them want to come over and cosplay as us. A lot of them try to hide the fact that they're African. So when you point it out, they get real offended because you know what that means? And I wish I could find the video of the brother. Hey, do y'all know the video I'm talking about? There's an African brother. He looks kind of moist too. If y'all can find it. Yeah, a lot of them are ashamed of that because they want to blend in with us. And when you say, hey man, you look African, they interpret that as you look poor. You look poor and hungry. That's how they interpret that. When you say, hey man, you look African. What do you mean, nigga? What are you saying? What are you trying to say? Is that xenophobia? To them, you look African. In their mind, it's like a self-hatred thing almost. You think? There was a big debate on Twitter about somebody looking African because we can kind of tell. A lot of folks, I'm a foundational Black American. Everybody's African from that standpoint, sir. When we go over there, they know we're different. When we go over there, they know that we're from the United States. They can look at, even if we dress a certain way, they know we're different. And we can tell. For the most part, we know when we see certain cats. You think? We know. So a lot of times they come over here and try to emulate certain things. They go to a barber and try to do something with the hairline or whatever. And we see them like, hey, brother, you look like you're from the Congo or something. Where are you from? Oh, what's nigga? Xenophobia? Oh, no, I'm FBA, nigga. I'm Golagichi. Some of them get offended when you point out that they look African. We're all African, nigga. What are you saying? Then they try to play that, because I got some people in the room now. You African too, Tariq. What do you mean, nigga? I am a foundational black American, sir. Yes, we all have African ancestry that goes back thousands of years or whatever. Everybody does. But we are culturally, phenotypically foundational black American. You understand? People get offended by that. Try to blend in. A lot of them try to cosplay as foundational black Americans. When people mistake them for one of us, that's almost like a compliment. I saw a video of some Nigerian girls trying to take on the disposition of FBA women by that FBA woman attitude. Because notice, everybody they'll try to talk greasy about the FBA women, but they'll still try to adopt the swag of the FBA women, and the men too. But the FBA women, they try to get the hairstyle, the edges, all that fly shit that FBA women do. I saw a video of these Nigerian girls, a Nigerian basketball team, and bless their hearts, they were trying to emulate the mannerisms of FBA women. It was looking a little awkward, but bless their hearts. I'm not trying to beat up on them, but I'm just making an observation. I'm not saying this to beat up on the sisters. If they want to reach out, listen, I'm not trying to say this to beat up on you. There's some, I love some of the African brothers and sisters. Some of them are cool. And if they want to take on our mannerisms and, they want to show love, hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. I just don't like when people try to be on some anti-FBA nonsense. That's what I don't like. But these women here, they were trying to emulate some of the FBA women's mannerisms. Shout out to my brother, Great Black Shark. Y'all need to follow him. Good brother. Follow Great Black Shark on social media. So these women here were trying to do, it was a little cringy. These Nigerian women were trying to emulate the attitudes of FBA women. Hold on.
Attitude, then walk off. 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 Attitude, then walk off.
Okay. Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. They're trying. Bless their hearts. I'm not gonna beat up on them. Bless their hearts. All right. But this is what I'm saying. Don't let these people talk about what culture we don't have. We are the culture. People always emulating our culture, our mannerisms, our style, our swag. I'm not beating up on them sisters, but yeah, that's our culture. Yeah. No, and some of them were cute girls. Some of them were cute girls, but some of them were cute girls. So yeah, people try to emulate our stuff all the time. I saw something else. Again, people always trying to take credit for some things and act like they brought us something culturally. I saw something else that was funny style. Hold on, where's this thing? I saw this right here, where they were talking about this Caribbean dude from New York named Eddie Plain, that he was the inventor of grills. Hold on. This dude here, there's a guy who was up in New York, then he went down to Atlanta. This guy here, Eddie Klein, a Caribbean OG from New York, is the inventor of grills. He actually made them popular in street culture in New York, then brought it to famous rappers in Atlanta. So they're trying to give this Caribbean dude who was in New York credit for making gold teeth and grills popular. Man, FBA family. Family, do y'all know foundational black Americans? Man, where my FBA family, man? Y'all, if you got FBA family, man, y'all know we've been rocking grills. We got, your grandmama probably got a gold tooth in her mouth now. Family, we've been rocking that since the 1800s. Family, foundational black Americans been rocking damn gold teeth since the 1800s. Some of y'all got great-grandparents who got gold teeth. My grandmother had gold teeth, man. In the South. That's been something we've been doing. If you don't stop, hold on. Yeah, Jack Johnson. Come on, brother. Our FBA legend had gold teeth. Come on. Boy, I don't like, see, this is why we got to do some straightening. When people come and talk about something they done brought to us. Oh, man. Some of our icon blues singers had gold teeth. Come on, man. These Southern black folks used to rock them gold teeth all the time. Man, this ain't nothing new. Come on, man. Dude, this is why you got to gatekeep the culture sometimes, man. This is why you got to gatekeep the culture. We've been doing that. Man, if y'all got some country-ass folks in the South, they got gold teeth in their mouth right now. That's some, our family been doing that. Going back to the 1800s, dude. So your Texas grandmother, man, please. Man. I gotta get my New York folks, man. Y'all, I don't know why y'all didn't check these people. Y'all should have been checking these people. Well, they'll try to reinvent history, dude. Well, they'll try to reinvent history if you let them, man. They'll try to reinvent history if you let them. Huh? Man. Speaking of reinventing history, you know, y'all see the video of the girl, this sister was talking about twerking and how, I don't like when people try to make twerking and all that to be extra spiritual and, oh, it's from the African motherland and it's a healing thing. Oh, stop. Hold on, where's this sister? Let me play this clip of this sister talking about twerking. It's from the African thing of Mabuka. Oh, it's from Mabuka. Hold on. Oh, this is what I don't like. I don't like the herbal tea stanks. The worst kind of freaks are them herbal tea freaks who try to make their freakishness some type of spiritual journey. Just be a damn freak. They're the worst ones. Hold on. Hold on. Listen to this.
You call this twerking, but it was originally known as mapuka, which quite literally means the same thing. Mapuka, or twerking, has the power to remove stagnant blood from the uterus and even fibroid cysts. Not only that, but it empowers your womb space and increases circulation to your sacral chakra, okay? So this is how we gain more creativity. So if ever you're dealing with low self-esteem, creative block, or womb trauma, I encourage you to practice mapuka. You're welcome, and I love you.
Okay, so she's trying to make being stank a spiritual journey. No, you just wanted to shake that ass. And if you got stagnant blood, you don't need to be twerking. If you got some stagnant blood up in there, go get your ass a douche bottle and handle that. Don't be popping your stinking ass up in nobody's face twerking. If you got some stagnant blood up in there, nasty ass. Get you something at Walgreens. Get you some douche powder and sprinkle it. Stop it. All right, if you want to be a stank, just be a damn stank. Little old freaky thing. All right. But look, I'm not mad at your hustle. Sounds like she's going to teach spiritual twerk classes. I'm not going to knock your hustle. If you want to teach a spiritual twerk class, there you go. Knock yourself out. But if you got stagnant blood and thyroids, go take your ass down to the Dr. Sebi store and get you some herbs. Get you some damn sea moss and a good cleanse. If you got all this stagnant blood and thyroids, get you a nice, good laxative and get you a cleanse. I don't want you twerking that ass in my face. If there's anything stagnant or bloody, stagnant blood and twerking don't go together. Yeah, get you something to cleanse that thing. Yeah, damn. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. Go to microphonecheck.com. Stay tuned. The new version of Microphone Check is coming out in a couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. The new version is coming out. Go to rootworkstyle.com. Bam. Get the Rootwork deodorant right here, ladies and gentlemen. The best deodorant in the game. Rootworkstyle.com. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Hidden History Museum, we're going to be open this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So come on down, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to the Hidden History Museum. Visit, come get some stuff. We got books, DVDs, T-shirts, and just come on down and vibe at the Hidden History Museum. And also make a donation to the Hidden History Museum at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. And get the children's book, Hidden History from A to Z, at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Anyway, y'all, I'm up out of here.